to Parents World Let's Talk, and here with me is Shakeen from Read With Me. I'm Jasmine from Parents World. Welcome, Shakeen.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I'm Shakeen and I'm the founder of Read With Me Phonics.
Okay, so we have set up a few questions to understand more about Read With Me more. And the first question we have is, can you share the stories behind the creation of Read With Me?
Right. So Read With Me was actually founded in 2020 by myself. I started off as a home-based business. At that point, I was a mom of 3 children, now 4. And I actually lost my job during that point, and it was also COVID at that point in time. Why I created Read With Me was because I found that in Singapore we were lacking enough of play-based phonics enrichment classes. So that's the reason why I decided to set up home-based classes at my home itself, so that I could also have a lot of time for my children, as well as create a program that was not only writing-based, but also a very play-based curriculum.
Okay, that's great. So how many kids you have, by the way?
I have 4 children now, the
Wow.
youngest being 6 months old.
6 months old, oh, okay,
Yes.
okay, that's good. Okay. So it's a mom's dreams, yeah?
Yes,
to
correct.
have to go to work and at the same time take care
Correct.
of your own kids.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So what inspired you to venture into education sector, especially on the literacy for young learners?
Yes. So it's always been my passion to work in the literacy field. I've been doing this since 2010, ever since I finished studying my early childhood education. So I started off doing enrichment in a few other big enrichment centers for quite many years. And it's always been in the literacy and teaching reading. So I realized that it was actually something really fun. And when you actually see the children start to read, you gain a form of satisfaction that it's hard to achieve with anything else. And it was something that I found that it was really important when it comes to reading, because I think literacy is the beginning skill that you need to have before you do anything else, right? Before you do math, before you do anything else in primary school, literacy is the most important part of it.
Yes, I agree. So I think what you did is that you did help children to learn about literacy, and especially with your passion.
Correct.
So
and I
that's
experimented
very
with my own children.
Yes.
As well.
Okay,
Yes,
as a
that's
mom,
right.
Yes. Second question we have is that in such a competitive environment, like Singapore, what sets Read With Me apart from your other competitors?
Right. I would say that, of course, every school has their own unique selling points. And for us, I believe that we pride ourselves with affordable education. And we try to keep our fees in an affordable range, and we charge on a monthly basis instead of a termly basis. So that a lot of parents have feedback that it helps them because they don't have to fork out as much at one point, and they can actually pay on a monthly basis.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and apart from affordability, I would say that our play-based curriculum is something really strong. As you can see in our environment as well, we really focus a lot on play. Yeah, and the play is not just playing with toys, but we use every kind of object in the classroom to teach them letter sounds or blending, or whether it comes to even reading skills as well.
Wow, amazing. Okay.
I think learning literacy is so important because it is the main foundation, because before we can learn anything else, just like as babies when they start to babble at 6 months, literacy is already starting to form at that point.
Oh, wow.
So to me, I feel that why young learners, and we take in for children as young as 2.5 years old. So why 2.5 as well is because that's the age we feel that they are ready to come into the class alone, because we do independent drop-off classes and non-parent accompanied classes. And we see the children as well that they come in at 2.5, and if they follow through with the program, they're actually reading fluently by the age of 4. So it's something really amazing, and we've been seeing it for years that we've been doing it, and it's something that has many success stories to follow as well. It is actually when you see the actual results of the children being able to read, and at such a young age, and the parents feeling so proud of their achievement, is something that just keeps us going and keeps me wanting to make the curriculum better and better each time.
Can you walk us through, a typical class look like and how it benefits the children?
Sure. So let me just share a short introduction about how the classes are first.
Okay.
So we have 3 different levels. The name of the levels are Sound With Me, Blend With Me, and Read With Me. So typically in a Sound With Me and a Blend With Me class, we're actually teaching children letter sounds or blending of words. The class is actually 1 hour, and when they come in, so usually it takes about 5 minutes for them to settle in, 15 to 20 minutes is actually being done on their workbook activity time. So that's when they do their craft activities, they do their letter tracing, or their blending practices in the workbook. So there's also some writing involved, and we're not omitting writing totally from the program. And the balance of the 30 to 35 minutes of the class is actually done through all the play-based activities. So it could be simple things like, teachers putting up flashcards on the wall and students taking ping pong balls and throwing it on the flashcards to say the correct sound. Or it could be something like playing duck duck goose with letters behind them, or it could be musical chairs with blending cards on the chairs. So that will be 30 to 35 minutes, and we always end off the story time.
Wow, it sounds so fun. I want to learn your literacy.
Yes, come join us.
Yeah. It's very interesting play-based learning, and I think it makes the kids play and learn at the same time. Yeah,
that's right.
It doesn't make it very like study,
correct.
kind of feeling.
They don't feel like they are actually learning, because
yes.
they always say that we want to come to be with me and play.
Nice. Okay, that's great. And how does Read With Me ensure children's not only learn about how to read, but also develop a lifelong love for readings and learning?
Yeah. So that's actually one of the things we always say, that we want to create a lifelong love for reading. And how we try to ensure that is we really try to immerse the children in books. We try to let them understand why books are so interesting, how to comprehend what they are reading, which is most important. I think a lot of children actually lose focus or lose interest in what they are reading is because they don't really understand what they are reading. So it doesn't have any meaning to them. But when they start to understand and comprehend what they are reading, that's when they will find that it's actually interesting. And then they can answer questions to what they read as well. And it has been proven, and a lot of parents have also told us that the children do, pick up library books and they are more excited to read because now they can read by themselves and they don't need to rely on the parents to do bedtime stories. So the roles have reversed.
Mentions that the structures 50 weeks program. Why is this timeline is important? Okay. And how does it help to boost the fluency in young readers?
So the 50-week program is actually the last step program, which is called the Read With Me program.
Okay.
So why 50 weeks is because we have two parts of the program. We have the Read With Me 1 and the Read With Me 2. So Read With Me 1, there are 10 readers and a storybook, 10 readers and one workbook. So what happens is the 10 readers is divided into 20 weeks. So every week, every 2 weeks, they read one reader. So that's how it is, to make sure that they have enough time to go through the whole syllabus as well. So in the first 10 readers, it's actually covering all the short vowels, which is what they were taught in the Blend With Me program. And the next 30 weeks of the program, they will be doing 3 weeks for one reader. That's because why we take a longer time, 3 weeks, is because they are doing long vowels. And in those books, it's a bit more lengthy and there's more for them to understand. It's longer books for them to read. So that's why we've divided it such so that, the teachers are not just making them copy and write answers from the board for comprehensions, but they're actually going through understanding the story, reading the story, and writing it out and answering the questions by themselves. So that's why the 50-week timeline for the final program, the Read With Me, is really important. And at the end of the 50-week, they actually graduate and we give them a certificate as well.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Yeah. With me, we actually pride ourselves on a very work-life balance with our teachers as well. So our teachers are mostly part-time teachers that come in to teach on a part-time basis, but we do also have full-time teachers, and we actually offer them contracts such that it's a very flexi work contract, so they don't even have to work like a full 44-hour work. We want to make sure that our teachers are very well rested, they are paid well, they are we always give them enough ample training as well and a lot of support. So it is a very open communication as well between us and the teachers, and we are very open with also retraining teachers, helping teachers in any way possible as well.
That's nice. Okay, so we come to the next questions of why should parents choose Read With Me over other literacy programs or simply relying on the school educations?
So in childcare centres itself, they have a very big number of students that the teachers got to handle as well. So
Yes.
definitely the teachers won't be able to provide as individualized attention as what an enrichment center like us can do.
Okay.
Over here as well, our program are all ability-based programs. So they are actually assessed before they come and join our program. So parents can be rest assured that your child will be placed in a class and with peers that may be of different ages, but they are all on similar levels when it comes to their reading literacy level. And why Read With Me? We also offer, we've just actually recently launched our Count With Me numeracy program as well,
Oh, that's nice.
which is also a play-based numeracy program that we have done. So it's like a one-stop center where they can also send them for Count With Me, which is our numeracy program, as well as the literacy play-based program.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you have numeracy, Count With Me, and Read With Me together.
That's right.
Okay,
So we
that's
actually have the two programs now.
Ah, that's great. That's some parents take an active role in reading with their children, while others leave it entirely to schools or center. So what's your takes on this, and how does Read With Me bridge the gap?
Okay, being a mom myself, I would say that it is really hard sometimes for parents to come back and still do reading time with the children. It can be very busy, in Singapore, parents working, children's going to childcare as well. So I would say if for Read With Me, so even if parents have no time to actually pick up a book every single day, what we do over here is, although they are coming here only once a week, but we do have take-home activities in the Blend With Me and the Read With Me programs that parents can actually do it together with their children. So there will be something that, it's already assisted learning and parents will already know what to do. So they are not required to actually know phonics in order to help their child, but they just need to follow through. So for example, in our Blend With Me program, in the workbook itself, we have certain homework pages that there are QR codes as well. So parents can scan in, there'll be YouTube links to actually help the children look at that particular blend that we have done that week so that parents can help them at home. So it may not only be reading with the child, but it also can be just practicing these little things with the children so that it can help to accelerate their learning as well. Literacy starts from the time your child is actually born. When babies start to babble, when babies start to make different sounds, they are really actually picking up on all the literacy skills. Parents can actually just help simply by communicating with the child, I would say. So they don't even need to pick up a book. Just talking to their child daily, communicating with them, understanding what they do throughout the day, that can already help on building language skills. And if they send their children to us at Read With Me, we can also help to bridge that gap because we are going to give them a lot of feedback. We can also help parents to teach them how they can help their child at home by not only reading, doing the homework together that we have provided them, as well as maybe giving them recommendation on different kind of books and how different books can also help them out.
So yeah, it's so nice to hear all your explanation or sharing with us about Read With Me program. So I believe the program is very interesting because it's a play-based, and the kids also will enjoy the learning literacy program since young, so they don't get a fear,
That's right.
kind of forced kind of lessons, but it's more fun way. So yeah, so I hope we will continue to have more centers open up in the near future.
Thank
with
you.
Read With Me.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome, and thank you for hearing to our Let's Talk, and hope to see you again in our next session. Bye.
Bye.